Hello, gamers. Hope it's a good weekend for you so far. This Saturday started off on a smooth note and all that good stuff. And I decided I'm going to stream some Pinball FX3, show you a little bit of what I was talking about in my review, and give you a sneak peek at the new tables, the new features and stuff, and let you see what's going on with the new setup here. And as you can see, there are multiple tabs, new, totally new, like hub, like menu space for your options and stuff, different from the Zen Pinball 2 and Pinball FX2 setups. Single player contains all your tables. You can select them individually. You can add your favorites if you like, so that's a plus. Shows your table stats, shows which ones you've got challenge stars completed on, which ones you've upgraded, and your trophies, of course. And you go into a table. In the single player listing, you can choose a variety of different options, including single player with a new perk system, classic single player, hot seat, which is for local, I think it's local and online, 4-player turn-based games, practice, of course. And then you've got the challenges, which are 1 ball, 5-minute, and survival. Now, one thing I got wrong in my review is that the 5-minute, well, actually the survival challenge, you can extend the time by filling up a bar in the meter, like the score meter that's on there. You'll extend it by about a minute each time. So you've really got to hit those high scores really quick. We're disconnected. Yeah, there's some kind of bug going on there. Anyways, I'm back. Yeah, there was some kind of bug or glitch with the controller, some kind of, when I was flipping between the different options there was something weird going on, so that was a, not a cool thing. Don't know if it's with the game or what it is, but, and you've got your upgrades. Anyways, you got your upgrades here. You've got a wizard upgrade that you can earn by playing through the challenges. There are wizard powers. There's the slow motion, there's the score boost, and the rewind. You know, like top tier perks, like if you want to sort of cheat the tables. And then you've got the passive upgrades that actually do different things, like add to the bumper bonus score, the multi-ball score, the skill shots, the ball save time is extended. You know, you get distant bonus points, combo time bonus, stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. And let's get back out to the main menu. Matchup is a competitive thing. For those of you looking for a league type experience, it's basically based on seasons. This season ends in 2 days. I think it's maybe a weekly thing, maybe a 7-day event. And you go from bronze tier all the way up to diamond, I think it is. And you earn points by actually playing these short, I think they're mostly survival, or the 5-minute type deals, or 1 ball type things. And no, I am wrong about that. There's like a set score. You get to choose your target, your player that you want to go up against, and they have like their upgrades that they chose to use shown. and each one has a different reward payout. Reward points, goes through your season, your league points, I guess. And like there's like the 1 star, the 2 star, and your target. You're supposed to beat the target score within a given time, I think. So you definitely got to be careful which one you choose. According to how well you can play a table and try to beat it or whatnot. But the league, I've seen like the overall scores here, like in the leaderboard. Some people have really committed time to this thing. They've really actually grinded this thing pretty hard, because you gotta think the top league points you can earn in each playthrough is like 40 points. So this guy's got like 24,400. That is a lot of points. And of course you got your tournaments. Zen Studios hosted a couple. Now the Deadpool table, it is medium tier difficulty. I tried to get my score in, but it's nowhere near the nearly 500 million points that guy or whoever played got that score. I'm decent at the Walking Dead one, but you can choose the table, you can choose the rules, you can choose the upgrades that can be used, the perks that I talked about earlier, and it doesn't list everybody's things. So like if you know someone who has this game and who wants to and you think they might be running a tournament, you can actually go to there. See, I'm running one right now. I've did a survival rule, 1 player, upgrade and wizard power user choice. There's 3 days left in it. You'd have to search for my username to find it probably, but you can enter if you like. There's 3 days left. Survival, as I said, is a short-lived thing unless you can meet the tiered score challenges to increase your time with it, and you could get a high score on it still, higher than what I've got, and it's doable. I just thought I'd give something really challenging. I like the Doom table. I'm not particularly good at it. It's top tier type table. It's more of a pro status table than anything. It's that ramp access and stuff is pretty difficult to nail sometimes. These are 2 I entered. I placed 10th on one, and then I placed 13th on the other. The Wild West table it's pretty easy table. Like if you ever wanted to find an easy table on here. But that's about it. Then you've got your leaderboards. Leaderboards for each table. You can see what your friends are up to. See what they've done in comparison to what you've done. So that's a pretty cool feature. Got different things. And then on the main menu, you can sometimes get notifications of your friends doing certain feats, and you can like click on the little news section and go directly to challenge that score or whatever. See, it says like Tupperware there had a great time on Star Wars Pinball Episode 5. I just want me to give it a try. Sort of a promo type thing. But anyway, we're going to do some single player stuff here. I'm going to show you the new tables. This is the Universal Classics. I reviewed these recently. I gave them a passing, grade. I like the Back to the Future table and the E.T. table more than I did the Jaws table. I think Jaws could have been done better if it wasn't restricted by the rating. The theme was kind of hurt with it being focused less on Jaws and more on the Quint character. So, but anyways, let's get into some Back to the Future here and get some of this going here. I'm gonna do it with the classic and try to show you the table without the perks, without the upgrades. Let you judge it for yourself. And as the bottom little message says, like, if you sub for me on YouTube, this is going on YouTube. I'll sub back. Like, I don't know. I know numbers matter, and when you're trying to get big, and it's not. It feels kind of cheap, but like, you know, if you do sub, like, I'll sub back. Like, it's just I don't think I'll get big anytime soon. But my channel's alright. It's organized. Got its own little subsections about fighting games and whatnot. You can watch me play different games, do some commentary on occasion, and find some interesting things on there. I've got a couple of videos like are high hit views in comparison to the others. Like, got a couple near 1,000. One like on 1,000, which was an odd, obscure Axis game, mech game that I reviewed a while back. So I think it's at 1.1 thousand views for some reason. I guess that that video, it was commentary free. It was, I don't know. I guess people like that game or something. Not entirely sure about that. I don't know. I guess people like that type of thing. Whatever floats your boat. But anyways, the voice acting for Marty and Doc on this table, they're almost on point. People who actually watch the movies and, you know, have a good recollection of it will realize that it's not Michael J. Fox's voice, and it's not what's that guy's name? Doc's, the guy who played Doc's, it's not his voice, but it is close. So, you know, I can imagine the cost would have been up, you know, high to get them on board with this thing. But they did a good job getting voice actors that were close enough. I think they could have went the Star Wars table route though, and sort of like taken sound clips from the movies instead of actually scripting them and having them voice acted. Maybe they ran into some legal problems or something. I don't know. I like this table, even though I just did bad. Like, you know, you gotta kind of focus when you're playing these tables, and obviously I wasn't focusing too much there. There's the 8-bit cardboard cutouts of the arcade game that he played in the, I think it's the second film, where he tried to show that kid how to play an actual arcade game, where he actually had to use a zapper gun. I remember those movies like it was yesterday, man. Yeah, I'm glad they picked this one for the Universal Classics. I'm hoping maybe they do a Universal's Monsters Classic set for Halloween. That would be awesome. Like black and white creature from the Black Lagoon, maybe Frankenstein's monster, or Young Frankenstein or something. I'd love to see that, man. If it's in studio watches this, Young Frankenstein table, please, or the monster movie classics from Universal. Definitely. Definitely get on board with that. Halloween's almost here. Maybe it's too late though. I don't know. Wishful thinking, I guess. Wishful thinking. Yeah, they would have to actually had that in the process of being made to make it release on Halloween. One can dream though. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Like the point scores on this thing vary, especially in the matchup and the challenge modes. Like the table will start off with different setups or themes in action. This thing is actually trilogy based. It does not just follow the events and stuff of the first movie, but it also follows the Wild West thing and Back to the Future 3, and it follows the future thing from the second movie. There are cardboard cutouts of the Indians and the key characters in there, Biff and George McFly, Marty's father. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite of the new set. It's got a lot going on, a lot more features than I can recall any other Zen Studio pinball table having, actually, because it went full on with the trilogy features. Sloppy here. I usually can keep the multi-ball going for a good while. I just trying to focus. It's got those flaming trails like from the DeLorean in the films, movies. There's the flux capacitor back there as the centerpiece for the ball catcher. I think it is. And that is the refueling thing from the second movie. The where he puts the garbage in there. Takes garbage instead of the nuclear isotopes or whatever. Pretty cool. Like if there is some chance you've never watched the Back to the Future movies, I'd say get on that stuff. Like they are good. They're good. They withstand the test of time. They really do hold up. I've seen like the trilogy sold in stores for pretty cheap, and when it becomes focused again, they kind of jack up the price, the way retailers do. There's Biff, the cardboard cutout. Biff trying to block you from entering the alleys and ramps and stuff. Thought about actually streaming some Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash, but I don't know if that's being allowed or not, because that's got some stuff in it that might not be suitable. I do have actually a mature rating set for my channel, so maybe it'll pass. I don't know. That's one thing I hate about censorship. Like, they have the ESRB in place, the different ratings and the rating options for sites like Twitch and YouTube, but then they kind of double down and just censor things needlessly. Like, I mean, people can read warnings. People can see that your videos, you gotta click on the, you know, accept to watch button to be able to watch it, so you know it's mature. It'll hold up in a, you know, legal court system and or whatnot, but still they wanna, you know, virtue signal and all that stuff. So that's the way the industry is, you know. Bend over for a few outspoken, you know, extremists and whatnot. That is politics, and I don't want politics getting in this video, so we'll continue with the pinball talk. This is probably my third run through. There is only hoverboard, by the way. Like, there is a hoverboard ball capture where he will actually, the hoverboard is like alone, and you will actually, the pinball will be captured in it, and you gotta hit the hoverboard to get the pinball to drop. But this one, you gotta hit Marty while he's on the pinboard to get him to go across to get the score. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. It's mimicking the part where he was on the water trying to escape from Biff and his gang in the, I guess the second movie. Maybe the first, I don't know. Memory's a bit fuzzy with that, but, point payouts are pretty reasonable on this table. I mean, you can get a high score pretty easily. If you play carefully, you can definitely rack up the points. And ball loss, it comes down to getting careless mostly. Most of them will go out of bounds without a reason, without you just clicking the flippers like mad or something. Is set up like, see, like that. I just got careless. My reaction time just was not up to par for that. So yeah, I haven't figured out what a skill shot on this one is yet. Some of them require that you launch the ball into the playing field and hit a certain flipper and then send it up a ramp or something. And I think that's probably the case with this one. There are, as I said in my review, there are 3 different multi-ball events, and if you play it right, you can actually trigger all 3 of them, you know, at least 2 of them at the same time. I've been able to do 2, and it'll get you the points. It'll, you know, help you get that big score you're going for. I think that's my last one. I'll switch to a different, still got one. Didn't mean to click on this to play again for a 3rd time, but it happened. At least it gave me, you know, time enough to talk about other features of the table. Like, you're not getting to see it all, but there are like a lot of different missions and stuff on this table that really make use of the trilogy that it's, you know, mirroring. So I think that's it. Oh, and another thing, you don't put in initials this time around. The game actually takes into account your PSN ID or, you know, whatever console or device you're playing on. It takes in that username, and yep. We will go to the Jaws table now. Give that a try. Gonna do classic. Now, I think they could have went a different way with Jaws, like if they weren't restricted by the E10 rating that they got. Like, it's a decent looking table. You know, the backside, which you can see right there in the hover over intro, it looks cool. But honestly, the table's a bit open, a bit too open, and doesn't have many ramp options. There's two. It just feels a little barren, and you don't get to see the full effect of the table. Like even when you put it into the third moving camera, it's just an open table with hard to hit ramps. You gotta have a good rhythm and feel for the table to really be able to score on it. It's just not arranged well. Now the theme, as I was saying, it's about Quint versus the Jaws shark, the great white that's in the movie, but it's more about Quint than it is about Jaws. You know, sure, there's the big Jaws shark on the center playing field, but I think had they gone for the you know, that signature poster with the Jaws, you know, the girl swimming and Jaws coming up from the bottom, something like that, I think that would have been cool, and them focus more like on Jaws and him like chowing down on swimmers and stuff. But yeah, they can't do that with an E10 rating. You can't have that kind of detail in it. So that is my opinion. I'm hoping one day they will have like a alternative set for like more mature gamers, like maybe a at least teen rated table set where, you know, where they can add some more mature features to the tables they design. Being this restrictive to some movies and, you know, video game franchises and stuff, it kind of does not reflect the nature of the movie. It's not like an E10, like a kid in the E10 ratings, you know, bracket is gonna be able to go, you know, go watch Jaws legally. I mean, that's a rated R movie. It kind of sends the wrong message, if that makes sense. But I guess the table looks alright. It's a mashup of the, like I said, like the maritime stuff and the Amity Island, you know, beach and the boat, and just a mashup of stuff. And I think the most prominent feature is Quinn at the back of the table, standing on that boat, spouting downgrading nonsense about things not being as hard as they are when they are actually very, very hard on this table. I mean, this is not the easiest table to score on. I have not been able to trigger many events outside of the cage mission and the one where Jaws at the back of the pool. Yeah, he'll eventually beat himself on the thing trying to catch that cage, and you can hit him in the mouth with the pinball and get points. That's about as far as I got with the missions. Yeah, this was the least of the tables of the set, in my opinion. It's all right in design, outside of the fact that it's hard to score on. I think a person with a keen understanding of, you know, how to score on the more pro level tables might get something out of it, but yeah, it's just not for me. I can't get behind it. I think dumbing down a rated R, you know, movie to a E10 table is not the best thing they could have done. Go to the ET table here. Now ET is kid friendly. They could have gone wrong with the rating, you know, in comparison to the movie. It does reflect the movie, sort of extends beyond it with the spaceship focus, and I like the scoring options on this table. The biology little, you know, preserved frog jars that you get a big score off of that. I think it's a cool feature. The background that actually moves when you get to it, and the little bike chase like you see at the end of the movie, where Elliot's got E.T. and the basket. He's trying to make it to the ship, trying to get E.T. back home. That was a cool nod to the film. I think they really did good with that. This table is alright. Like I mean, it's accessible. The junction lanes back there, the little spaghetti setup back there, it's easy to do if you focus. Like I'm just mashing my way through this. I'm just trying to showcase the tables as best I can while I talk, and I'm not a multitasker when it comes to streaming, so I'm just doing basics. I've actually scored pretty decently on this table. It's got a combo set up with the 4 flippers. You can get a good combo going if you time it right and get a good rhythm. The spaceship is the ball capture there. Star State mission, you can choose from biology. I'll do the biology one here. Show you the frog. See, there's the frog jars. You hit them a couple times and they bust open. Goal is to bust all of them, free the frogs. Like Elliot's sister did in the film and biology class, trying to save the frogs. Sort of a you know, sort of a tribute to their in-movie mission of trying to save Elliot from becoming a scientific dissection experiment. Not Elliot, the E.T. I think I said Elliot, I don't know. But the art on this is good. It's on point with the movie. The different missions that you get. The little candy mission is almost on point. It looks like they put Spree candies in there instead of the original Reese's Pieces. I don't know if that is a legal issue or not, but it had more colors than Reese's Pieces has. So there's that, and try to I will do one of the tables on using the upgrades here instead of doing classic. Show you what that's all about. But anyway, ET table's good. Back to the Future's good. Jaws, I'm not too impressed by. It could have been better. Yeah, it was restricted by its rating. I think it could have been so much better and a more mature, you know, pinball table setup. Now you see the wizard thing down at the wizard power down at the bottom right-hand side of the screen. You gotta press triangle. The more you press triangle, the more the power, you know, grows. And basically, this one is the score one. I don't think I have the slow down one, so it will increase the score, you know, point value for the targets I hit and stuff, and the combos I make. You can actually level up the upgrades and the wizard power by playing through the this mode and actually through the challenge mode. So that's a pretty cool feature. The upgrades are passive. They're more like a perk on the side. They also increase score and different point values and different features, mechanics. The use of that kind of thing. So. I was trying to figure out what that dude with the baseball bat, what scene he came from, but then I remembered there was a time when Marty in the movie returned to his home in a different year, and that dude was in the house instead of his parents, and I think he learned his parents had died or something. So that was another moment I remember when I was doing my playthrough of the table. So that was pretty cool. Pretty cool add-in, you normally wouldn't associate that scene with the trilogy, but it is in there. It's part of the film. And even Biff's little pleasure palace back there. It's a little model on the table. The attention to detail on this table is really, really impressive. They really did the tribute justice, in my opinion. I think it would have been perfect, like I had said, if they had used like just voice clips from the film instead of trying to find a voice actor that was close enough to Doc and Marty to fill the role. Like when you're playing this, I would choose to set the bumpers to the right one and L1 shoulder buttons. They are more responsive in comparison to the back shoulder buttons. That's what I use, because when you click them, it's going to do a more immediate response instead of the back ones where they sort of take a half a second to be pressed in and react. So, little tip there that I am not doing good. Welcome to the stream. I noticed on Twitch there's not many people playing this game, not much of an audience for it. It's a shame. It's really, really good upgrade to the Zen Studios, Zen Pinball games hub, I should say. Hey Lex, how's it going, dude? I hope you're enjoying your weekend. I hope it's going good for you. I just decided to stream because I didn't have anything else to do. I can understand that. Hopefully you don't get swamped with too much work. What kind of work do you do? Do you do like a sort of tech assistant or a legal thing or something? Tech support, cool. Does it pay good? Awesome. As long as it's worth it, that's all that counts. That's all that matters. I know you guys put up with a lot. I mean, I am not particularly fond of some tech support, but like, yeah, you do get the rough end of conversation a lot. I know that. Uh, but they at least help, I guess. And that's what they're there for, and that's a good thing. They give people jobs. That's a good thing. I'm gonna try a different table. Let's see, what am I gonna do? See what I can do. Do one of the matchups here. Okay, matchup is a choice-based thing, short game, awards you up to 40 league points per target score met, or beaten, I should say. You can set your upgrades. Let's see, I like that upgrade. Combo, bumper score. Seems alright to me. We're gonna go for the gold here, the 3-star. 3-star victory. Shouldn't be too hard. I think I can beat the 5 million thing. There's the Indian. Oh man, lost it almost immediately, dude.
You're Mad Dog 10.
Those Indians, I hate getting that theme for this table because they like block the key lanes that you gotta get to. So it may be a problem after all. Mad Dog 10. Dude. Oh, dude, I lost it. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. I don't think they go away either. I think this is a survival run, so maybe it was a 5-minute, I don't know, slide looking. I might not beat this one. This will be the first one I haven't beat since my initial playthrough. I don't think these are set. I don't think they're chosen. I think they are more randomized, the starting on this table. Because there's one where he does the rock and roll theme, the future theme. And there's one where he does the family one where they first meets Biff and all that. Got 23 seconds left, and I just lost the ball. Man, that lost ball takes time too. They don't have mercy on you here. They do not have the mercy. Well, I did not beat it, so yeah, that dude, he got lucky or something. So I actually lost some league points for that. 5 league points. It's sort of like a gambling system. If you win, you get more. If you lose, you kind of lose a chip of points there. So that's good to know. Yeah. Sorcerer's Lair is a pretty difficult table to play on. I mean, it's alright. I think Secrets of the Deep is pro tier stuff. Don't want to do that. I'll see what tournaments I got on here. Skyrim 1 ball tournament. So I got 86,000 on 1 ball. Jaws, might go in a Jaws tournament. Sorcerer's Lair, Jaws. Man. Yeah, well, whoa, what was that? I saw a, I think I'll give that one a try. Okay. Upgrades. I don't have any wizards upgraded for that one. Let's see, bumper score, no. Combo is okay. I think it's distance. Distance and combo, okay. This table's pretty easy to score on. It's not one of the more difficult ones. It's just the matter of losing the ball to sort of BS moments, you know, kind of just sneaks past you and you can't do nothing about it. It's kind of one of those early tables where the physics kind of screwed you over a little bit. See, I couldn't even stop that. It's just like right through. Had a ball save though. I think some of the older tables could use reworking. To be fair, like the flippers are a little tiny bit too far apart. Or the side pockets are a little too easily accessible for outings, you know, but it is what it is. That was my fault. That was 100% my fault. Bad reflexes. Oh, what a pitiful. I'm ranked 2. I'm the only one, the only other player playing this. Gotta do better than that. Gotta do better. That is pitiful. That is pitiful. This is one of Zen Studio's own creations. It's not about any particular franchise or video game or anything. It's just one of their own original tables. I like their original stuff, to be fair, but I do like their themed tables as well. I just like to see what they can do with their own imagination. They've made some really cool things. This reminds me of a Western movie where the woman gunslinger, dude, I lost. Oh man, 1 ball. Started talking and I lost it. But anyway, there's this, I forgot what it's called. The blonde-headed gunslinger woman. And the, gotta try that again. That's a Not a good score to have. I've done better on this table than that. That window smashing delay always gets me. I can't hit the flipper, the upper flipper in time to catch the loop around. Oh, come on. Okay, thank you, ball save. I was doing so much better on this table like the other day when I was going through all the tables, trying them again. I think the from Pinball 2 to this one, I think they actually did not keep your former scores intact. It's like a restart. In case people were wondering about that, it's like a restart. They wanted people to be on the equal playing ground, so they didn't want your you know, your best scores from past builds to be a thing, you know, overshadow other people's efforts. Try to be more inviting to, you know, new adopters of the Zen Studios Pinball franchise. Had some good scores too. Kind of a shame in a way they're not intact, but can't have everything, I guess. And I think you gotta earn the trophies over again too. Pretty sure you gotta earn all the trophies over again. And I had one of the rarest trophies of the what was that game? Not the American Dad, but the one with Stewie. What is that cartoon? Family Guy. Yeah, I had one of the rare trophies from it. Like there's like 0.1% on the PSN rating. Oh, you need to get into it, dude. It is really good, really fun. And with this new system, it adds more replay value to it, more competitive drive to play. You know, like with the tournaments and everything. More of a competitive game now than it was. You can compete with your friends, you can compete with people online. It's a good thing. I think I'm glad they didn't give up on it, and they kind of went the extra mile with their original vision of the game. They've always seemed to wanted it to be a multiplayer experience where you'd be shared with friends or whatnot. But I think they did right this time around. I hope they release tables more often, though. I mean, to keep people coming back to it. I mean, to some extent, the older tables do get old, and people want to see new stuff. You know, I'm glad they did release the new set along with the upgrade. Dude, give let's see. Somebody did Blade. That's not an easy table to do either. You can see his low score. That is not an easy table. Do some. I don't think I've unlocked the Deadpool Wizard score things. Do some Deadpool tournament for Zen Studios. Now I do like this table. It is it's not easy, but it's fun. It's fun. It's fun and funny. Like, I really like the humor they put into this one. I like the jab at how he mocks Zen Studios for not making a mature table where he could cuss, and it actually censors his cussing. It's like a hilarious little inside joke. Lost the first ball already. Because like in Marvel, Deadpool is one of the most verbally abusive characters there is. He's a foul-mouthed dude. He doesn't hold his punches. And here he's been like a E10 rated table, so it's just kind of funny. Okay, let's see. Start with issue 1. By the way, thanks for joining me, Lex. I don't usually get that many many viewers for some reason, and I think a lot of Twitch's content is drowned out by the people going for the higher, more popular games, the ones with the higher view count. Like I was trying to decide which one I could, get max views out of, and Destiny 2 looked like the obvious choice because that was where the pool of viewers were mostly at outside of the PC gaming, and I decided to go with this. I said the heck with it. This is going to YouTube anyways, so yeah, there's that. And I like this game, and it needs a spotlight. It needs more attention than it gets. Like, I still don't think it got the attention it deserves. I know. I mean, I can see people playing it, but this is just. That seems like it would work, but the pool of audience members tells otherwise. People are actually sticking with what's popular. It's odd. You would think like the more obscure games would get the attention, but like this, it's opposite. It's like the popular games are stealing all the attention, and the obscure games are getting left in the dust because they're buried in the listing on Twitch. Like you gotta really dig deep to find anything obscure, and a lot of people just, I guess they don't like browsing past the first 2 pages of listings or whatever. They want to see what's popular. They want to be in the with the know when it comes to popular streamers and whatnot. So it's unfortunate. The lesser games get drowned out. Sometimes they'll get maybe a few hundred or so, but yeah, they're faded into obscurity unnecessarily.
Really?
Yeah, I've been paying attention to things like that. I've been trying to up my metrics and trying to get the views that I need to better promote myself, and I just stuff's not adding up. Stuff's not what it should be. It's metrics are messed up. Like Google, shadows people. They, Google is like the main search engine, and if you're listed like way in, people don't usually scroll past the first few pages of Google searches or whatever, and you're just lost in oblivion. You just whatever you're on, whether it be YouTube or Twitch, if you're past that main page of importance, you're just lost. You just don't get the views that you need to make it big. I've been using all kind of SEO tools and metrics, promotion things, and going by the book, and I'm still lost in lost in the internet abyss, as it were. I just work hard and get decent views. I mean, it's decent for what it is, but it's just not nowhere near what it could be, what it should be, in my opinion. But yeah, there's a lot at play, a lot of favoritism, a lot of pushing to promote certain things, and it just plays with the metrics, and it just really screws a lot of people over. A lot of companies get lost, lose their businesses. A lot of good games get lost to others that it shouldn't be happening, but it is. It's just the way the industry works right now, and it's not a good thing. A lot of the top page stuff on YouTube, I just don't think it's worth watching. I've seen enough Destiny to last me a lifetime. I don't feel like tuning into that on Twitch. Even if I did have a favorite streamer, I'd rather see something obscure or something indie. Yeah, I know. That's what I've been. Yeah, the SEO. I've been dealing with that. Like, I've been using that trying to use that to my advantage. But it's just I think I'm shadowed for a reason. Like, I think Google dropped me to the bottom because of certain views I have on Twitter and stuff. I think I think I just been hidden from plain sight. I think I've been sort of faded into obscurity, as it were. I mean, like, I should be getting like major views. Like, it's just not happening. It's yeah, it's a battle. It is a battle. Yeah, I think the most important thing for a streamer would be to play the games you want to play, and you shine more that way. Your personality shines more because it's something you actually enjoy instead of something you're trying to promote or trying to spotlight. It's or trying to fit in with. It's more of a natural topic of discussion. Like when you're playing something you really like, and you're not obligated to promote. It just makes the stream so much more better. It makes it seem less of a commercial, more of a streamer enjoying a game type deal. Yeah, I can't stand all these fake streamers that are trying to sell product or promote themselves for the sake of making bank or whatever, selling their integrity just to be popular, just to be on that front page. I can't stand it. I usually do not tune into those types of streamers, like, to be honest. And if I do, I just check them out to see what they're blabbering on about, so I can blabber on about it, fuss about it, whatnot, social media, call them out for their bias. I was watching Maximilian do his review of Ultimate Marvel, not Ultimate Marvel, but Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and he like totally bashed the game the first 30 minutes of his review. Like, good points, like he's making good, honest points, and then he does a total reversal there at the end, saying, but I like playing it, and it's and I give it a 10 out of 10. I mean, how do you go from like bashing on it to giving it a 10 out of 10 score. Like that's as fake as it gets. Like that's a sellout. That's a sellout. I mean, plain and simple, man. He's got some ties with Capcom. He wants to not be blacklisted. He wants to be in on the events and be part of the fighting game community. It's just stupid. I won't do that. I won't even if I get blacklisted. I've been blacklisted by developers and publishers before, for my opinions, and I don't care, There's always going to be more. There's always going to be, different publishers and stuff come out. I'm not afraid to speak my mind about stuff, and I try to help. I don't really bash anything. I give constructive criticism. I tell them what could have been better, what should have been done. I don't just straight up, cuss out a game and say, oh, it sucks, whatever, yeah, but to lie, to bold-faced lie, to go from telling you a game is basically bad to telling it's a 10 out of 10, that's just a lie. Like, and he went out of his way to say, like, I want to be honest with you guys. Like, after he bashed it, he wants to be honest, and you think he's gonna continue bashing it, and then all of a sudden it gives it a 10 out of 10. I mean, like, is that honest? Is that really honest? Because it doesn't seem like it to me. And I hope his community calls him out on it, because that's you gotta speak out about that stuff, or the bad trends of the gaming industry are going to continue. It's just bad business all the way around. You don't lie to your viewers. If a game's bad, you say it. It's just makes you seem desperate. Like, as a streamer, if you're gonna promote stuff just for the sake of promoting and getting free handouts and whatever, nah. You just stooped as low as you can get. It's just sellout. Then that's all you are. But anyways, it is lunchtime. I smell cheeseburgers cooking. I'm gonna close the stream. I think it's past an hour stream. I think I made some good points. I think I shared enough of the game for people to get interested in it if they want to. And again, thank you, Lex, for joining me. It's been fun. It's it has been fun chatting with you and stuff. And I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you have a good rest of the day, good weekend. Take care of yourself, dude. Take care.